Hi, it's Coach Cindy, and I just realized that, I want to let everybody know I am a professor and I teach a lot of research courses and I teach a lot of other things, but I used to teach in the literacy education department. So I know a lot about literacy and reading. And the topic today is reading. So, how do you read a book? That's the question. You know how to read. Most of you know how to read. But are you reading well? Do you read for information or do you read for understanding? When you read the newspaper or magazines or even internet things, you're reading just to read. You're reading and getting information, which isn't really new information a lot of times. A lot of times it may be just something that's happening. It may be something that you saw on the TV and it's just repeated. But I definitely know that a lot of people do read just for information. Another way that we can read is to read for understanding. And reading for understanding is more insightful and it's harder. So you reach and you find information from people and information in the books that you read. So reading for the concept of understanding narrows the gap between the reader and the writer because you take more time to understand the information. See, there's 4 different levels of books that are out there. You've got elementary books, which are definitely the reading kind of books that you do in grade school, and even the young reader books are good books. I mean, the Harry Potter books started out as young reader books, and they're definitely good books, but you're not reading them for insight. You can read in an inspectual way. If you're inspecting, it gives you the gist of what's going on. And so that's like skimming. And you may have heard bad things about skimming. Skimming and scanning and superficially reading are ways that you can get a gist. You can skim and it allows you to see the blueprint of what the writing has in it in a book. You can superficially read, and that's just reading. It's not reading for understanding, it's just point blank reading and not going back over things that you don't know. So that's just superficial reading. The next step after that is analytical reading. And analytical reading is a thorough reading, and it's reading for understanding, and it's engaged reading. You can take the step from inspectional to analytical by really paying attention to what you're doing. The other kind of reading is called syntopical, and syntopical kind of is where people do this in school. So you read a bunch of things that are on a topic. So you're reading to understand, and that fills the gaps in on a topic. So you're reading complete books, but several books on a topic. So those are the 4 different kinds of reading, and that's definitely the difference between reading for information and reading for understanding. So check out my blog for everything else, and hopefully you'll go find a book and start reading today.